We will compare and contrast the ideologies used by new empires in the classical period from 600 BCE to 600 CE, and how these beliefs allowed the empires to manage their diverse populations. Around 10,000 BCE, humans were first organized in small hunter-gatherer tribes, until the migration and extinction of some animals. Humans then started settling around some rivers and began a pastoral life. This led to the development of the Neolithic Revolution. This revolution increased population, led to complex economic and social systems, larger agricultural yields, the creation of patriarchy, and technological advances. During the classical era, there were several similarities and differences in the ideological beliefs of empires, and how those beliefs enabled them to manage their diverse populations. These empires were mostly polytheistic and developed social hierarchies to maintain order within the empire. However, some classical empires formed societies based on the principles of filial obligations, while others focused on the ideas of personal spirituality and development. It is often argued that empires of the classical era viewed their leaders as gods and lacked a religious faith aside from that. Although it was common for empires for this age to lack a religious faith, many prominent empires were based upon religious ideologies. One similarity of how classical empires managed their diverse populations were the similar religion views that both the Greeks and the Romans had. Both empires, until the rise of Christianity, were strongly polytheistic, and this helped keep the diverse populations in place. The gods provided examples of role models that the public people should try to replicate and follow. Civilians believed that the gods controlled everything, and that they would punish people who did not follow their every command. The gods inspired both empires' philosophies in terms of literature and art. Literature was largely revolved around the teachings of the gods, and myths about the mythical characters and stories with how they either pleased or disobeyed the gods, which were meant to teach lessons to the people reading them. For their art, large pantheons were built in the gods' honor to devote and show commitment and respect to their teachings and authority. Han and Gupta used the same idea of social structure for control, although it was quite different. Han developed a social structure based on literacy, while Gupta introduced a caste system based on skin color. Han literacy social structure divided China educationally, in the way lower class were not capable and allowed to take civil service exam, and higher classes knowledgeably qualified to take the exam and become bureaucrats. Much of this development from Confucianism. Gupta caste system based on skin color created the idea of lighter-skinned people belonging in higher class, while the darker skin colored belonged in the lower class. In conclusion, empires of the classical era were largely the same in their polytheistic religious views and the formation of social hierarchies. However, differences between these empires were shown in their contrasting ideologies of filial obligations and the focus on personal spirituality.